Hey guys, how's it going? Time to play some more Car Mechanic Simulator 2015. We just got this car in the shop, and it's got a lot of stuff going on. We don't know exactly what's wrong with it, but we'll be able to do it. And for most of it, the only thing we won't be able to do is to spray it the factory color. That's because we don't have the paint shop yet. The paint shop requires upgrade garage with paint shop for 10,000. Apparently, we have enough experience for that too. But I said last time we were going to get the path test. So let's do that. Buying the path test. Alright. Not quite sure what all that is, but we'll find out. I've also gotten a few new upgrades since the last episode. I've picked up pretty much everything on the left hand side here. Fast assembly, disassembly, so any time spent selecting parts to put them on or take them off is significantly reduced. Fast manual examination. Pretty much parts that you can just kind of look at for the most part until if they're wrong. You can actually get the assessment of how bad they are without having to remove them. And tablet, I think tablet is my favorite thing so far. To order parts, you can just do it right there at the car. You don't have to go all the way back to the computer and go back and forth the whole time, which is really nice. Haven't upgraded any of the repair tools yet. Haven't really needed to repair parts yet. Now that we're getting to the point where we're starting to repair bodywork, that'll happen a little more often. And then 2 more examine tools to get: the compression tester and the electronic meter. So with the electronic meter, I can test if the battery's working, if the alternator's working, things like that. And the compression tester allows me to test almost the entire engine. And the OBD scanner lets me test the electronics. And now with the path test, I can check whether most of the suspension is in working order or not. And after all that, if not, I can just go take it for a test drive and see what's wrong. So let's take a look. Tapping sounds from engine bay. Car is loud. Fix and find all gearbox problems. Repair or replace body parts and spray it the factory color. So we're not going to get the bonus for completing the job, which sucks because we can't do this. We don't quite have enough money for it. Oh well. I wonder if it's even running. If I can even go take it on a test drive. Yes, we can. Alright. So it's getting very cool. So even though we're getting a lot of cars in now that you don't really have the list of everything that's wrong with them, you can go take it for a test drive, put it on the test stand, and you can figure out what's wrong with it without having to take apart the entire car. Because I've had a couple of those where I've had to take apart the entire car to figure out what was wrong with it. So we'll take it for a quick test drive. We'll put it in the test stand. We'll also see maybe if we can get anything from the OBD scanner. I don't think so. This is kind of an old car, it seems. So this is all just with keyboard controls, which is really sketchy for me. I don't like keyboard controls for cars. Don't crash this guy's car. I think I kind of scuffed it up a little bit there. And it stopped. And now we get a nice big list of the things that was able to test and see what's wrong with all of it. So far, I'm really enjoying this game. It seems really stupid when you tell it to people, but when you actually start playing it, it's a lot of fun. Especially when you start getting some more of the ones where they don't know what's wrong with it and they just drop it off and you have to start tinkering around with it. Try to figure out what's wrong with the car. But I'm an engineer. That's what I do for a living, is I solve problems. So we know for sure the clutch pressure plate and the clutch plate are bad. I don't remember what his limit was for repairs. So some of the stuff in the orange we might have to repair, might not. Every job has a set limit. So Yeah, only repair things that are below 41%. So, find and fix all gearbox problems. We got the clutch plate and clutch pressure plate. Once we get in there, we might see a little bit different what else is wrong too. So, let's put in the path test too. There is no car on the test path. You need to move one here first. Ah, okay. Move it to the test path. Move front wheels onto brake tester. Press and hold brake. Okay. I think I'm doing that. Oh yeah, this okay. Up in the upper left. Move rear wheels onto brake tester. Just drive forward and hold the brake. And front wheels on the suspension tester. Yeah, there's the shaker rig right there. So all the suspension stuff's in good shape. So I suppose we will move it over to a lifter. Let's see if we can do the OBD scanner. I'm not sure we will. Nope, no OBD port. Okay. So the only thing then to do basically is start taking the damn thing apart. So to select a part, you hold the right click and you see that green dial goes. It goes significantly faster with the fast assembly and disassembly now. That's what that does. And we are doing some quick analyzing of parts of the engine, but they pretty much all just say you can figure out the condition of this part by removing it, which kind of sucks. It's mostly good for like the suspension parts and things like that. If we're going to take apart the entire engine, we're going to have to take all this stuff off anyways. I hate how it zooms out, but if you start from a zoomed out position, it will zoom back out. So I've had to take apart so many engines in this game that it's kind of starting to scare me how quickly I can take one apart in the game. I'm sure I couldn't do it in real life, but spark plugs, exhaust manifold, and we'll be able to take the head of this side off. Pistons look fine. So apparently one of the valve push rods that we took off was in bad enough condition that needs to get replaced. Car is loud, that's probably exhaust stuff. Gearbox problems. Hope for this guy's sake it's not the gearbox itself, because that's expensive. Body parts. And can't paint it. Unless I just hold on to it for a little while, I'll get a little bit more money in order to get the paint shop. camshaft right out. Fuel filter. Yeah, one of those rocker arms, this one over here, looks pretty bad. Guessing that's going to be one of them. One of the things that needs to get replaced is that rocker arm. Yeah, 6%. Not very good. Now I think we'll have to take out all the pistons and stuff. At least I kind of hope not. Or at least like to get to a level where I've got pretty much everything off the block. The piston's still in there. And, the blocks on the bottom holding the crankshaft in are still there. Usually that's about all you need to do. Oh, nah. It blended right in with the dipstick. Couldn't see it. Yeah, those pistons look decent from just a quick visual inspection as well. Well, we'll take the brake servo and battery off too, just to be super sure. And I don't know why I'm closing the hood. Take a look underneath here. I need to drain the oil before I take off the drip pan. Yeah, about there should do it. I only ever move it over here. When you turn off the game and reload it, it puts it back in the corner, but that's fine. While I'm playing, I'll just leave it over there. Okay. Let's see here. None of those bearing caps look like they're in particularly bad shape. Have we found anything for the engine stuff? No. Part not discovered. Still haven't found something else that's making a tapping sound. Let's see here. Gearbox problems and exhaust problems. Let's figure out what the other exhaust problems are. That one. That one. That one's okay. That one's okay. And oh wait, the other exhaust pipes are under the suspension grouping here. That's bad. That one's okay. That's almost definitely going to be all the things about it's loud. So next we're going to take off the drive shaft. Drive shaft is kind of annoying as far as the camera view goes because it's all the way over there. Then you got to rotate all the way over here. But now we can get up here and start taking the transmission off. Bearing first. Pressure plate's definitely in bad shape. It looks like the flywheel is in bad shape too, and I don't think the flywheel was on the list in the first place. Nope, flywheel is not. We found that too. So we still need to figure out what this last part is. The way the crankshaft's looking, it could be the crankshaft. But I can only examine it with the compression tester. So I have to put the car back down to take all the pistons out, then put the car back up to take the crankshaft out. all the bearing caps out too. Should slide right out. Crankshaft, 23%. That'll do it. That should be all the parts now. So now, yeah, crankshaft was the last one. So now instead of having to go all the way over to the computer, I can just have this open, push T to open the tablet, and let's see here, crankshaft, power steering pump, rocker arm, valve, push rod. Be nice if the list stayed up here. It's my only other complaint with this. And now I spent so much time I hardly remember what I needed to get. Crankshaft. OHV. I'm pretty sure it was OHV. It better have been OHV. Good, okay. Power steering pump. Push rod, and I am pretty sure I'm forgetting something else too. Rocker arm. Jesus. Why can't I remember anything today? Or, you know, ever for that matter. New oil filter. Two ear mufflers and a front exhaust pipe. Clutch plate, clutch pressure plate, and a flywheel. Here, and I don't have the upgraded repair bench, so I can't repair these, so I just have to buy them. Front left door, front right door, and hood. Oof. Okay, I guess it would help if I remembered what the car model was. A Bolt Reptilia. Okay. Bolt Reptilia hood. Front right door. Front left door. Okay. Assemble body mode. No? Okay, I haven't had to do body work before, so I'm not exactly sure what's going on here. Maybe the car has to be down. Oh, you know what it probably is? It probably just has to be in the center. Yes. That's all it is. Let's see here, and then assemble it. I have to push 2 every time. They came in the factory color. Unless he wanted it sprayed something else. Yeah, I don't know. But new body parts are on it, so that's good. Open you back up and get back to working here. Gotta start with the crankshaft, I mean, you just gotta put it back up. I think. Pretty sure I had to put it back up. If I didn't have to put it back up, that sucks. Okay, good. And I'm trying to get a good view underneath here so that I can put dang bearing caps back in here. Camera angles sometimes suck in this game, but I think there's enough other positives that kind of negates itself. It's a net positive game. It's a fun game. If you're on the fence about it, I highly suggest you go play it. I've already put about 10 hours into it. It's a very fun game. Looks like everything else is from the engine bay, at least for now. Oh, all the transmission stuff. That's okay. I feel like I don't talk enough in these videos or something. I don't know. I feel like I should let the game do the talking. I know whenever I watch Let's Plays, I'm trying to get a good idea of what the game actually is and what's going on. So, I guess that's what I'm trying to bring here. I'm sorry if that's not what you were expecting. The stupid clips on the ignition cap. I always forget about the clips on the ignition cap. Plus, I just feel like there's not a whole lot to talk about with this game. Like, it's a car, you take it apart, you buy new parts, you put it back together. I feel like it's pretty self-explanatory. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Little crossed up trying to figure out what buttons to use. You start doing it so fast, you try to start doing everything at the same time. think that puts together most of the engine again, except for this head cover. So I have to go underneath and put the oil pan back on, and the transmission back together, and then we still have some exhaust stuff to do down there too. I don't see any other silhouettes, I don't think, except for this, which we have to get underneath the car to do. And if not, I'm sure I forgot about something, but you're probably sitting at the screen yelling at me what I forgot, but game will tell me. It won't let me deliver the car if I forgot to put something back in. Keep moving, trying to move on too quickly from all these bolts. To go down to the other end, got a little turned around here. Whoa. Let's put the drive shaft back on. Okay. Need to take off the rear muffler and the front exhaust pipe. Should be everything, oh, except for the new engine oil. That's easy enough to do. Yep, everything except painting it, which you can't quite do. Yes. Okay. Still not quite enough money to get the paint shop, but you want to go over a few $1,000s anyways because you need money to buy parts. So next time we will get this paint shop open. Hopefully we get another painting thing to do. Might have some new upgrades by then. Not sure which I want to go with next. Probably the repair stuff, because, or maybe the compression tester. It'd be good to know what in the engine's broken before you start taking it apart, so I didn't just have to sit there and completely take apart the engine just to find out what's wrong with it. So yeah, probably compression tester. The repair tools doesn't seem as big a deal to me, because it's only really good, it seems, mostly for repairing bodywork, and with that one I did, it just seemed easy enough just to buy new bodywork. Probably cheaper for everybody involved if you can repair it, but I'll get there eventually. But yes, next stop will be getting that paint shop open. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Catch you next time.